Bonjour à tous and welcome to Learn French with Vincent, and this is Unité 9, leçon P. And in this lesson we'll see together les liaisons obligatoires. So since we started this Learn French with Vincent videos, I've been talking quite much about les liaisons, so these little links that you can put between the words. And so of course we've got some rules for these things, and so I thought that maybe it might be useful to just cover this topic right now, because I've been receiving few messages regarding this topic. So this video will only focus on les liaisons obligatoires, so the one you should make, okay, and after that we'll see well, the one that you shouldn't make, and then the one that are optional, so it's possible to make them or not. Okay, but in this video we'll focus only on the one that you should make. So let's start now. So the first situation when you should make it, it's when you use these articles définis, so le, la, les, remember, the in English, and then when you've got the plural form, so it's les, it's like that, and then it ends with this s. If you've got a word after and then it's starting with a vowel like this one, amis, friends, then you should make the liaison, les amis. All right, les amis. Then second possibility here, les articles indéfinis, so in English a, but then in French we've got the difference between the masculine un, une, des, okay, and then I took the plural form just to make it clearer, so des here ending with s, and then you've got a word after, étudiant, students, so it starts with a vowel, so you should make the connection, the liaison between the two, des étudiants. All right. Other possibility, when you get these, well, the adjective possessive, so when you say mine, your, etc. So in French it would go like that, so in that case my children, so it should be at the plural because this children is at the plural, okay, so it goes like that, and then ending with s. Enfant, children is starting with a vowel, so you should make the liaison mes enfants, mes enfants. All right, and of course les adjectifs démonstratifs, sorry, this or these, okay, and in that case I took the plural form, so these here, and then ordinateur, computers, so you should make the liaison between s and o, ces ordinateurs, ces ordinateurs. Okay, so les amis, des étudiants, mes enfants, ces ordinateurs. So in these cases you should make the liaison without any doubt, okay? And so we also have this interrogative situation, so when you ask a question, remember we use this quel, okay, it's what, but then of course as usual in French we've got the difference between the masculine, the feminine, and the plural, feminine, plural. In that case I did use this option, it's feminine and it's plural, so that's the reason why I write this quel like that, and it ends with s. Option is starting with a vowel, you should make the liaison between the two. Quelles options? Quelles options? All right, and then if you heard from the beginning, you know, the concept of this liaison is that you don't make any pause between the two words. Quelles options? It's really a link between the two. Quelles options? Indéfini, well, exactly the same rule. In that case you've got certains, indéfini, and it is here at the plural form. Individu, plural, starting with a vowel, you make the liaison certains individus. Certains individus. All right, and the last situation for this page, numéro. Okay, so if we're talking about the numbers, in that case I took trois, okay, 3, just because it ends with s, as you can see here, and then appartement, apartments, starting with a vowel, so you should make the liaison. Trois appartements. Okay, so quelles options? Certains individus, trois appartements. So in all these cases you should make the liaison. All right, but then it continues. So now situation where you've got a sentence in which you've got first the adjective and then the noun, like here for instance, les beaux enfants. Okay, so you make the liaison between beau, so adjective and enfant. And here it's quite interesting because even if you've got this X, well, phonetically it will be like Z, so like if it would be an S, okay? Les beaux enfants, all right? Les jeunes étudiants, all right? So same thing here, the link between the two, les jeunes étudiants, all right? And then if you've got this pronom personnel, so I, you, he, she, etc., and then your verb, so in that case, I took vous, okay, and then the verb to être, the verb être, to be, so in that case you get vous êtes, so you make the liaison between the two, and then avoir, to have, nous avons, all right, so remember, pronom personnel, then the verb, you make the liaison. And then it's quite interesting because this verb être, so to be, if it's at the third person of the singular, so he is or she is, il est, elle est, okay, then definitely you should make the liaison if you've got something after. So like here, for instance, il est admirable, il est admirable, okay, elle est intéressée, all right, so in all these cases you should make the liaison, and in that case it's with T. Il est admirable, elle est intéressée. And it continues. If you've got this structure in which you've got the pronom complément before the verb, okay, so we've been doing a few videos regarding this topic. If you don't know how to make them, well, you can check them. There are many videos regarding this topic. And so remember, the pronouns should be before the verb. So when you've got this kind of structure, subject, pronoun, verb, in that case you should make the liaison between the two. Il nous aide, Elle vous admire, all right, so z here as well. Elle vous admire, il nous aide, okay? If you've got the verb first and then you put your pronoun after, because normally that's the way we should proceed, you know, if we want to construct a correct question. Normally you should put first the verb and after the pronoun, okay? So in this situation, then you should make the liaison. And so this little d here is in red just to show you that you won't pronounce it like d to make the liaison, but you will pronounce it like t. And so you will get prend-il, okay? But then here, prennent-elles, okay? So you get your t and then prennent-elles, all right? So prend-il, remember, d pronounced like t, and here prennent-elles. All right, and so if you want to construct a structure in which you will have whether une conjonction, so these little words that will link whether words or then sentences, or then if it's une préposition, many videos regarding that topic as well, or adverb, but then they should be only one syllable long, okay? So like that, quand elle. All right, same rule here. Remember, when you will have this D, you will phonetically pronounce it like T. Quand elle, dans un, okay, and in that case you've got this préposition dans, okay, and then the article, dans un, all right, and here we've got this adverb, beaucoup, and then admirer, beaucoup admirer, all right, quand elle, dans un, beaucoup admirer. All right, so let's repeat them. Il nous aide, elle vous admire, prend-il, prennent-elles, quand elle, dans un, beaucoup admiré. And that's it for les liaisons. If you want more videos, then youtube.com/imagier, and remember the website is waiting for you, imagier.net. Have a great day. Bye bye. Bonjour à tous and welcome to Learn French with Vincent, and this is Unité 9, leçon Q. And in this lesson we'll see together les liaisons interdites. So remember, les liaisons, it's actually this little link that we can put between the words when we read or when we speak, Okay, so in the previous lesson we saw les liaisons, so the one that you have to do, okay, so the rules that you've got to follow if you really want to make this liaison properly. And then in this video, well, we'll try to see the one that you shouldn't do, okay, because in some cases it's not possible to make these liaison. Okay, so let's see now. And the first one is actually maybe the most important one, because normally students tend to make this mistake quite often at the beginning, which is totally normal, because if you think about that, we've got this et conjonction, so it means and in English, okay? And so normally students tend to think that when you've got, you know, lui et elle like that, well, why not put this little liaison between the two? Because it would be quite logical. After all, we tend to make it and to put it, you know, a little bit everywhere. But in that case, sorry about that. The rule is really strict. So after this conjonction et, like we've got here, you don't make any liaison. So no links after et. Okay, so if you want to read it correctly here, it will go like lui et elle. Alright, so don't think about putting something between the two. Don't think about producing something like lui et elle. No, no, no. Nothing here. Lui et elle. Okay, and it will be exactly the same thing in this example here. Toi et eux. Alright, so no liaison, even if it's a bit tempting, because it would be possible, but then no, 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 no. So when you get this et, remember, no liaison after. Okay? Then after that, we've got this structure or this possibility in which you've got a question like here and here, okay? And you start your question with an adverb, okay? And that's, of course, what we call adverb interrogatif, because it's a question. So, comment, how, as-tu, okay? So, do you have, okay? Or have you? But in that case, remember that if you start with an adverb like here, so avec un adverbe, don't make the liaison. So you don't say comment as-tu? No, 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 nothing here. Comment as-tu? All right, exactly the same thing here. Quand, when, and then ont-ils. Here you've got this little thing. Quand ont-ils? Quand ont-ils? All right, so you don't make a liaison here between the two. Okay, it was the second rule. And then remember that if you've got a noun, and if this noun is at the singular form, then you shouldn't make the liaison. Like here, for instance, un chien, a dog, adorable, okay? Here, it would be tempting to do it, but then no liaison, so un chien adorable, okay? Same thing here, une maison étrange, okay? House, and then étrange, strange. Une maison étrange, un chien adorable. Okay, remember, you shouldn't make any liaison here after this word and after this word. And then, if you've got this participe passé form, so it does mean that whether it is at the, like here or here, it is at the passé composé form, alright? So, ils sont sortis, okay, so if we take the time to have a look at it, here you've got first être, and here you've got the participe passé form, and the whole thing gives you this passé composé, okay, exactly the same thing here. So we've got the verb être, to be, and after that here we've got this participe passé form, and this form together give you the passé composé form. Okay, so in that case, if you think about what we said, so après le participe passé, so if we spot it, this is the participe passé, sorti, and this is here the participe passé, and well, both end with s, so it would be possible to make a link, you know, between s and a here and s and au here, but then the rule is quite strict. You don't make a liaison after your participe passé. Okay, so ils sont sortis à 15 heures. Alright, so no liaison here, no link between the two. Ils sont sortis à 15 heures. exactly the same thing here. Elles sont allées au cinéma. All right? Elles sont allées au cinéma. So, no liaison after your participe passé here. Okay? And then, well, a quite important thing as well, après un verbe conjugué avec tu. Many persons send me messages regarding this thing when I do the conjugation, and when I conjugate the verbs, they say that, you know, it's quite strange because you don't make the liaison when it's for tu. Well, just because it's a rule. You shouldn't make the liaison when you conjugate a verb at the tu form. Okay, don't ask me why. Because basically there's no logic in that, you know. It's just the way it is. So that's one rule, and honestly, it's a bit strange. I know, especially when you're learning a language, for what reason only for one person you shouldn't make the liaison, but unfortunately for you, that's the way we do it. So let's respect the rule. So in that case, if you look at the sentence, so you've got first your subject, so tu, and then here you get est, okay, and so this is the verb être, and the second form, second person of the singular, so tu es admirable. All right, and in that case, well, don't make the liaison, okay. Tu es admirable, and it will be exactly the same thing here. Tu parles avec nous, so no liaison here between parle and avec, okay? Tu parles avec nous. All right, so that's the rule. When you've got a verb at the tu person, okay, so second person of the singular, don't make a liaison after the verb. All right. And then when you've got these interesting structures, so if we've got the pronoun, so the subject, and it's after your verb, like here, because normally that's the way, I mean, that's the official way that we should, we should respect. If we want to ask a question, first we should put the verb, then we should put the subject, okay? So, veulent-ils, all right? So it should go like that. And then, if you've got, well, something after, like here, aller avec nous, okay? It could be possible if you think about that. We've got an S here, and then we've got a vowel after. But then the rule goes like that. If you've got this structure, so in which your pronoun is coming after your verb because it's a question, then you don't make the liaison, okay? Veulent-ils aller avec nous? Okay? Exactly the same thing here. Parle-t-il en anglais, okay? So no liaison after your pronoun, okay? Just because the structure is like that. First you've been having your verb, then your pronoun, then you don't make a liaison. And another rule is if you've got, like here, ces ordinateurs, or like here, mes étudiants. Okay, so in these two sentences, ces ordinateurs, it's the subject, okay, mes étudiants subject, and then you've got the verb coming after, all right? And so the concept or the idea is that if you've got a subject like that, but then it's what we call un groupe nominal, okay? So in that case, it's not a first name, or then it's not the pronoun, je, tu, il, etc. But it's, you know, a word or a group of words. And in that case, you don't make a liaison after this groupe nominal. So in that case, ces ordinateurs, you don't make the liaison between this word and the verb that will come after. Okay? Ces ordinateurs ont, and the sentence continues. Okay? Same thing here. Mes étudiants apprennent, and the sentence continues. So the concept is quite strict. Remember, you've got your subject, so it must be something like that. Okay? So you've got group of words, okay, and after that you won't make the liaison with the verb, okay. And then, this is quite interesting because it's what we call un H aspiré. Okay, so for instance, in this case, well, I did put that in a big letter because it's a place in Paris. Okay, so, but in that case still, even if you've got this H, okay, it belongs to this aspiré group of words, so containing this H, okay, and it means that you won't have the possibility to make the liaison between your article and your word. So in that case, you shouldn't make the liaison, so you shouldn't say les halles, but you should say les halles. Okay, les halles. Same thing here. H, well, it's an axe, okay, and in that case, it's the plural form. Les haches, okay, les haches. Okay, so you don't say les haches, but you say les haches. All right. So I did write two other examples. In that case, harpe, so the musical instrument. Des harpes, okay, so you don't make the liaison between the two. Des harpes. And the last one, hiérarchie. Des hiérarchies. Okay, so just to show you that it's not only with A, because I've got three examples with A, but then in that case it's I, okay, des hiérarchies. Alright, so no liaison here, 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 and here. Alright, because these words are starting with what we call H aspiré. And that's it. Okay, so if you want more videos, youtube.com/imagier, or the website is waiting for you, imagier.net. Have a great day. Bye bye. Bonjour à tous and welcome to Learn French with Vincent, and this is Unité 9, leçon R. This is the last lesson for this Unité 9. Okay, so it's a quite good news, and then it will be the last lesson of this little pack that I wanted to make to end this unit with the liaison. Okay, so if you remember, the first video that I made was regarding les liaisons, well, the one that you should do, the second one, les liaisons that you shouldn't do, and this last one is like les liaisons optionnelles. So it does mean that it's possible to make them. It's not compulsory, but still it would be advisable to make them. So I know for what reason should I do only one video for that. Well, it's just to give you the opportunity to choose whether you want to make them or not, because in both cases it would be possible. Okay, so let's start now. Les liaisons optionnelles, and the first one will be après le verbe aller. Okay, so remember that it will be possible first to say je vais avoir un chien, so you don't make the liaison, or if you want to make it, it is possible je vais avoir un chien. Okay, first option possible, je vais avoir un chien. Then if you want to make the liaison, it's also possible, je vais avoir un chien. Ils vont habiter en France without the liaison, or ils vont habiter en France with the liaison. Okay, ta. Ils vont habiter en France. All right. Second possibility, après le verbe être, exactly the same thing. It's possible to read this sentence like je suis intéressé par l'histoire, or then you can read it with the liaison je suis intéressé par l'histoire. Second example here, ils sont arrivés ce soir, or then ils sont arrivés ce soir. Après le verbe avoir, well, it's exactly the same rule. Nous avons une amie, or then nous avons une amie. Ils ont un chien, or if you want to make the liaison, ils ont un chien. Same thing with the verb falloir. Il faut admettre ses erreurs. Or then, if you want to make the liaison, il faut admettre ses erreurs. Il faut étudier beaucoup. Or, with the liaison, Il faut étudier beaucoup. The verb devoir will follow exactly the same rule. First option, je dois être chez lui dans 15 minutes. Or then, je dois être chez lui dans 15 minutes. Ils doivent attendre mon arrivée. Or if you want to make the liaison, ils doivent attendre mon arrivée. Same thing with the verb pouvoir. Elle peut arriver demain. Or then if you want to make the liaison, elle peut arriver demain. Nous pouvons inviter cette personne. Or if you want to make the liaison, nous pouvons inviter cette personne. It will be exactly the same thing with the verb vouloir. Je veux entendre sa musique. Or then with the liaison, je veux entendre sa musique. Okay, remember we had the same rule. Even if we've got this X at the end, well, with the liaison it will sound like Z. Okay? Je veux entendre, je veux entendre. Je veux entendre sa musique. Okay? Then, elles veulent attendre avec moi. Or if you want to put the liaison, elles veulent attendre avec moi. And then, other option, entre un nom pluriel et l'adjectif. Okay, so here we've got a group of words. If you look carefully, first you've got a noun, then you've got an adjective. Well, both are at the plural form. Okay, and so the rule is like entre un nom pluriel et l'adjectif. So we're talking about here and here. Okay, but it's optional. It's not compulsory. You don't need to do it if you don't want to do it, but it's possible. Okay, so first option, des personnes étrangères. Or if you want to make the liaison, des personnes étrangères. Des amis irlandais. Or if you want to make the liaison, des amis irlandais. And then I made two more here. Des étudiants intelligents. Or if you want to make the liaison, des étudiants intelligents. Des lampes artificielles. And if you want to make the liaison, des lampes artificielles. And that's it. If you want more videos, then youtube.com/imagier. And the website is here, www.imagier.net. Have a great day. Bye-bye.